Speaking of Delta, the latest track just came out from the Hurricane Center, so let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin. Is it still moving west?
Yes. I've actually seen the track kind of adjust a little bit more to the west. Again, we may see that little wobble here and there, but basically I think the models have kind of narrowed in on where the storm is making landfall. There is some good news. The hurricane hunter is still investigating the storm, and notice winds remain at 90 miles an hour. That was the speed that we had found at 7 o'clock. So we are not seeing the storm rapidly intensify right now. Motion west-northwest still at 17, and that is exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see this storm move as fast as possible. And talking about the last couple of days, that was kind of a double-edged sword. A fast-moving storm may not be as influenced by the cooler water that it'll encounter, but also a fast-moving storm, one, may kind of outrun that upper trough and get pushed a little bit farther to the west, and two, a fast-moving and larger storm takes a lot more time and more energy to intensify. This is not nearly as small as it was east of Cancun. Now that it's in the Gulf, it is a little bit larger, but these also are a little bit slower to explode in strength. And the Hurricane Center, though, is still increasing the strength from a 2 to a 3 as we get into late Thursday, and then by early Friday weakening to a 2 right at around landfall with winds of 100 miles an hour Friday evening. So it is still going to be a strong storm, but again, it's still taking with a grain of salt that intensification and then weakening. We will see tomorrow just how strong the storm is able to get, and also tomorrow is when we should begin to see more of that northerly turn. That is when we will have definitely more written in stone the future of the storm. Right now, the main impacts that we are expecting: coastal flooding from storm surge, and that'll be in the lake and coastal areas, especially from Terrebonne west. You're going to be closer to the center of the storm, and storm surge could be 7 to 11 feet. Also, the winds will be a bit of an issue because rainfall is really not going to be all that impressive in terms of the accumulations as we go through really Thursday night, but Friday and into early Saturday when we're expecting some of the heaviest rainfall. Winds, though, still possible at tropical storm force, but maybe not over metro New Orleans. We'll show you some of the graphics in just a moment.